Well, Brian McCabe's back in town.
Yeah, and he even registered a point against the Leafs.
Well, he's always done that, except this time he was with the other team.
I'm kidding, McCabe wasn't that bad. He made his fair share of mistakes. Let's move on. Leafs lose 4-2 to the Florida Panthers. And Tank Nation is smiling because the Leafs are in 24th. They could have gone all the way up to 21st with a win against Florida, but nope. And guys, you can hate on Vesitoskala all you want, but he did not get a lot of help tonight. And Caberlet, geez, people are going to start thinking I hate the guy. I don't, but did not play well tonight. And let me make this clear. He had a bad game defensively, and I think he often does. I will never say he had a bad night offensively because that's rare. He's an extraordinary offensive talent. Part of the problem of that is he is a defenseman. He can move the puck up ice like few others in the league. I'm not going to contest that, but come on. And let's talk a little bit about his former partner in crime, Brian McCabe, getting a little bit of the boo bird action tonight. Should he have been booed? I don't think so. I mean, he left Toronto pretty graciously, even when fans were like,
get out of town. Let's drive him out of town, guys. Grab your pitchforks.
We don't have any.
Oh, well then grab a normal one.
Let's just put down the forks and move on. And despite the loss in what was overall really a lackluster effort by the Leafs, Jason Blake, again, played pretty good. I know you'll be quick to cite the giveaway close to the end of the game. That's true, but nothing happened. And he did manage to pot his 10th goal. Short-handed, by the way. But he's like, 5'9", so every goal is short-handed. Seriously, though, compared to last year, heck, compared to the beginning of the season, I think he's been great. And I mentioned Tank Nation earlier. Florida is exactly the kind of team you want Toronto to lose to if you want to get one of those high picks, and you're probably dreaming if you think we're going to get Tavares, but stranger things have happened. If the Leafs got Tavares and PK Subban is on the Montreal Canadiens, watching those guys play each other, would that not give hockey's oldest rivalry such a kick in the pants? And I've said this before, but even if the Leafs don't get Tavares, they stand a good chance of getting guys like Ryan Ellis and Evander Kane also on Team Canada. And if we're going to talk about Team Canada, I'd like to clear something up about the World Junior video I posted. Now, I got a lot of hate mail. Not criticism, hate mail. People are saying all sorts of nasty things, and they're not even hockey arguments. They're basically insults to myself and my viewers, and I don't appreciate it. That being said, if you think I'm offended, I'm not. I mean, I email some of these to my friends. We think they're hilarious. To my viewers, all I have to say is do not respond to these guys. Don't even give them the time of day. If you have a criticism or a legitimate hockey argument, I will go out of my way to respond to it. Not all the time, but most of the time. But all the hate mail, I mean, you guys are just tarnishing the good name of Sweden. It's a great country. Great hockey nation for sure. I have friends that are Swedish. I have friends that live in Sweden. I mean, all semester long, I talked hockey with an exchange student from Färjestad. Guys just show little Canadian class and don't acknowledge the haters. And the Swedes got class too. I mean, you want to talk about class. Magnus Svensson Pajärvi said, "I love to play here. The crowd is unbelievable." This is just right after he's lost the gold medal game. And you know what, guys? It takes a lot of sportsmanship to say that, and I can respect that. And Victor Hedman didn't have things to say that were quite as nice. But I mean, how frustrated could you be if you're him? You've lost in the gold medal game twice now, and you played hurt for most of the tournament when everyone thinks you're going to be the star. I got respect for him, but I didn't like one of the things he said kind of in the heat of the moment. The refs changed the rules for this game. Well, yeah, I agree with that. I didn't know it was within the rules to grab a guy in a headlock and punch him in the head repeatedly, in front of officials. Look, Canada won. Next year, they might not. Heck, they weren't even expected to this year. When Sweden won gold at the 2006 Olympics, I was happy for them. I mean, heck, they deserved it. They were the best hockey nation, bar none. I didn't get mad when Canada lost. Well, not at the officials anyway. The only thing I was mad about is that team really not being very good. So thank you to the gracious Swedish fans that sent me nice mail. And you know what, guys? On the other side of the spectrum, if any Canadian goes out and says, "Oh, Sweden sucks," they're completely wrong and they don't know what they're talking about. And last thing I'm going to talk about, and it is the question of the video, Chris DiDomenico was traded. Not by the Leafs. He was traded within the QMJHL. He went from St. John to the Drummondville Voltigeurs. I probably butchered the team's name, but pardonnez-moi. It's a bit of a tough question, but how far away do you think Chris DiDomenico is from the NHL? Wouldn't it be cool to see him as a Leaf? Maybe not next year, but sometime soon. Think about it, comment. I'll see you next time. Hopefully the Leafs do a little better.